Top 10 European countries by military strength. Number 10, Switzerland. Okay, so imagine you're in a war and you're like, hey, can we just take a break? Like, I don't want to fight anymore. And then Switzerland stabs you in the back. Yeah, that's basically what this country is like. They're known for being neutral and peaceful, but they also have a really strong military that only gets stronger because of their neutrality. Like they're kind of the embodiment of the phrase, strike first, strike hard. Number 9, Austria. Austria is like Switzerland's weird cousin who nobody likes. They also like to stay out of things and be neutral, but they also have a pretty beefy military for their size. Plus, they've got a lot of mountainous terrain, which makes it really easy to defend the country, but really hard to invade. Number 8, Finland. So Finland has this thing where they do military service. It's mandatory for like everyone, and that means that they have a ton of well-trained soldiers ready to go. Plus, they have a bunch of really cool like lairs and bunkers from the Cold War that are still there just in case. And also they share a border with Russia, which is like the most dangerous thing ever done. Number 7, Sweden. Similar to Finland, Sweden has a really strong military tradition and a bunch of well-trained soldiers. Plus, they've got all these like old as hell cannons that they keep up to date. Like one of their main warships was built in like the 1600s and they're still using it today. Number 6, Denmark. Denmark is kind of the big brother of Northern Europe, and they're like, I'm gonna protect my little brothers Finland and Sweden. Plus, they've got these like badass little navy with a bunch of modern ships and stuff. That Number 5, Norway. Norway is kind of like the lone wolf of Europe. They're big, they're strong, they're kind of mysterious, and they have a ton of oil money. Plus, they've got all these like secret bases and tunnels from the Cold War that are still there just in case. Also, they have an insane amount of soldiers per capita. Number 4, Germany. So after World War II, Germany got a little makeover, and now they're a peaceful democratic country. But before that, they were like the embodiment of the phrase might makes right, because they just like to flex their military might on everybody. Like they've got the largest army in Europe, and they always like trying to flex on their neighbors. Number 3, France. France is kind of like the old grumpy neighbor that everybody respects. They might be old and a little crazy, but you don't want to mess with them. Plus, they've got a ton of nuclear weapons and a really strong military tradition. Number 2, United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is kind of like the dad of Europe. They might be old and a little grumpy, but you don't want to mess with them because they've got a ton of nukes and a really strong military. Plus, they've got all these like secret bases and stuff all over the place. And number 1, Russia. Russia is kind of like the big bad bully of Europe. They're big, they're strong, and they like to flex their military might on everybody. Plus, they've got the most nukes in the world and a ton of soldiers. They're also like the dad that's always trying to be relevant and in charge. And yeah, that's all I got. Bye.